cause I'm a fool for your love.
Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. So today I'm gonna be kind of talking about something a little bit more serious, and you probably could tell by the title, but we're gonna be talking about Deva Curl today. And I'm not one to bash brands, to make negative reviews and get views off of that. That's just never been my thing. That's never been what I wanted to do with this channel. However, I do feel a need to speak about this because of the mere fact that I have recommended their products to countless people. I have recommended their products over and over and over again to viewers, to followers, to family, to friends. And I even have videos of me using their products. And that's why I want to talk about it, because I myself have been dealing with some negative issues with their products, and I want to share my experience and also just bring light to the situation because, yeah, I think it's important. And even up until like a couple months ago, I was still always recommending their products. Actually, probably up until like 2 weeks ago, I would still recommend their products to anyone that asked me, you know, recommendations for curly hair. I do want to start off by saying my hair, you know, looks good today. You're probably like, what are you talking about? Like, your hair looks fine. I did not use any Deva Curl in my hair today. This is the second wash day where I haven't used any Deva Curl in the shower or styling my hair. And I will say right off the bat, I do notice a big difference in my hair. It looks a lot healthier, but it's not. It may look great right now. It's still drying, by the way, so it's not as full as it usually would be. It may look great right now, but my hair is having an issue with retaining moisture because of the damage. And by the end of the day, I guarantee you a lot of these pieces will be like more straightened out because my hair is just not holding its curl. It's frizzing out, and like I said, it's just not retaining moisture. So I did want to just point out, like, yes, I know my hair looks good right now, but that doesn't mean it's gonna look good by the end of the day. So let's rewind a little bit. I found out about this whole Deva Curl scandal, well, how many days? It was like Friday, I think, or Saturday. I was on Instagram. Someone I follow posted on their story this like article that said big influencers come forward and say that Deva Curl has been ruining their hair. And I clicked on it so fast because I've been experiencing a lot of issues with my hair the last year and a half. And kind of like a little light bulb went off in my head, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like a diehard Deva Curl user. Like, how could this be ruining their hair? Like, Deva Curl is supposed to be the best. So after reading that and the like, it wasn't an article, it was a post on Instagram. These people claimed that they have been experiencing hair loss, extremely dry, flaky scalp, loss in their curl pattern. So like their hair is just limp and frizzy and just unmanageable. And also their hair looking dull. And guess who's experienced all four of those symptoms? Me. Okay? I've been experiencing all four of those things, but the one that's been bothering me the most would be probably the hair loss and the loss of curl in some sections of my hair. Because I've never experienced anything like that before. And after reading that, I was like, oh my god, like, what if this is why I've been experiencing those things? Like, maybe it is the Deva Curl. Why have I been experiencing the same thing as these girls? And I did my own research, and I started watching a ton of videos on it and different girls sharing their story, and I really resonated with them because I've been dealing with the same thing as most of these girls. And I'm gonna link some videos down below if you want to get other perspectives on this situation and not just mine. I'm also going to link a YouTube channel where this girl is actually a hairstylist. So she's shared her experience with Deva Curl and is really doing everything she can to kind of get their attention, because she is a hairstylist. She specializes in curly hair, and she has seen countless clients come in and sit in her chair that have extremely damaged hair after using Deva Curl products. And since she is the hairdresser for a lot of these women, she knows what their hair used to be like, and it's just kind of weird that their hair started going downhill after they started using Deva Curl. And she's very smart and articulate, and she kind of explains it much better than probably I can, and she has theories on why these products may be affecting our hair and our scalp. So I will link those videos and channels down below, and you can check them out. But going back to me and my experience with Deva Curl, let's rewind to 6.5 years ago, because that is when I started using Deva Curl. I've been using Deva Curl for 6.5 years, so a very long time. And I swore by their products. I thought they were the best in the world, and that there is no other brands better than Deva Curl when it came to curly hair. The reason why I started using Deva Curl was because at the time I was in college, and all throughout high school, I straightened my hair. I wasn't really loving the curly natural hair. We all kind of go through that stage, and I would get keratin treatments on my hair, and I would blow it out and straighten it pretty much all throughout high school. I was always using heat on my hair, and when I was finally ready to embrace my natural curls and get them back, because I've always had very curly hair. Even as a little kid, I had a little fro. My mom has very curly, kinky hair. So I was ready to get those curls back, so I became obsessed with watching YouTube videos and curly hair routines, and curly hair product recommendations, and everyone at the time was using Deva Curl. So I was like, oh my god, I need to try Deva Curl. Like, they have to be the best of the best. And I fell in love with their products. I got their haircut at the Deva salon a couple times. I became like obsessed, and it did really help revive my hair. I do want to say this: even though I damaged my hair from straightening it, I never dealt with hair loss during that time. The only damage I was dealing with was like my hair just wasn't as curly as it used to be just from all the straightening, but I still had a lot of hair and it was still very thick. So I've been using Deva Curl for 6.5 years, okay? There may have been periods here and there where I maybe tried a new product for a month or two at a time, but I always went back to Deva Curl, and pretty much all throughout these 6.5 years, there was at least one Deva Curl product in my routine. Like, I never fully like got rid of everything. And like I said, anytime I tried something new, I always went back to Deva Curl. Like, if I wanted to try a new gel and maybe a new conditioner, I would for a little while, and then I usually wouldn't even finish the tubes, and I would just go right back to my no poo, my one condition, my light hold like styling gel, and the styling cream. Like, I used so many of their products. And it wasn't until about 1.5 to 2 years ago, well, actually I would say like 1.5 years ago, I really started to notice something was up with my hair. In the last year especially, I've been dealing with hair loss, and it's kind of weird to deal with that at my age. I'm now 26, but at the time, I was only 25 years old. I'm like, why am I dealing with hair loss? Like, this is weird. And it was very gradual at first, and I wasn't really noticing on a daily basis, because we get used to ourselves, when we see each other, when we see ourselves in the mirror. But when I would see photos, like if I would look at a photo from 2 weeks prior, like I'd be like, why does my hair look like that? Like, why does my hair look so thin? And then I really started to notice when professional photographers would send me photos from the weddings that I would work with them on, and I would be doing the bride's makeup, and my back would be to the camera, and you would see straight into my scalp. And I remember being like mortified the first time I realized that and saw a picture like that, because I could not believe that's what my hair looked like. Because you guys, I know my hair. I know how my hair has always been, and I've always had, I don't have thick hair, but I've always had a lot of hair, if that makes sense. And looking back at old photos when I first started Deva Curl, I had so much more hair than I do now. I am going to be sharing photos so you guys can see, but I am like shocked at how much hair I have lost. And again, it may look fine now, but you'll see in the photos. I'm going to put some on the screen. And to some of you, you may be like, that's not even that bad. But considering what my hair used to be like, and the fact that I never used to be able to see into my scalp, even if my hair was parted like this, like you still really wouldn't see my scalp like you can now. I don't know if, like, again, my hair is freshly washed, so it's not going to be like that bad, but like it used to be so different. You used to not be able to see like right into here, like it would be full, like the root of my head was full. Even when I would push my hair to the front, like I feel like now I have a lot of like gaps and spaces in here, which wasn't always the case. I used to have like full curl, like my hair was like, I had a lot of it. And I do want to say that I do not do anything to my hair that should cause this kind of damage. I do not straighten my hair on a regular basis. I literally straighten my hair a couple times a year, and this is my natural hair color. I do not dye my hair. I take care of my hair. I put oils in my hair. Like, the only thing that I'm doing, I guess, bad to my hair is using Deva Curl. It's like, why would I be experiencing all of these things if I'm not actually treating my hair badly? I mean, I went blonde for 2 years, and even then, yes, the blonde hair dye did ruin some of my curls, especially in the front. Like, I had some limp curls, but I still had a lot of hair then, and I didn't really lose hair during that time. Even though I was damaging my curls, I still had a lot of hair. Like, I look back at those photos when I had blonde hair and I loved how my hair looked because it was full, it was fun, and I loved that. But I decided to go back to my natural hair color just because I didn't want to keep bleaching my hair. The fact that I had less damage going blonde than I do now, just by using Deva Curl products, is what's scary. And I will say this, up until this point, up until I saw that article, I kept blaming the hair loss on hormones. I thought maybe I was just going through changes. But I've also been dealing with extremely dry, irritated scalps, which I've never dealt with before. Like, literally some days I would just go like this, and like you would just see tons of dandruff fall down. That's how dry my scalp was. And like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think dry scalp is a hormonal issue. Like, I don't think you get a dry scalp from your hormones. Like, I don't know, I could be wrong, I'm not a scientist, but that was really weird. Also, the fact that I was losing curl in some areas. It's like, I would wash my hair, it would look fine for the first hour, but then like after that, my hair would just feel so dry and just knotty, and I would end up like putting my hair up, like especially even like these pieces would just become like knotty and just gross. They would frizz out, I would lose my curl, and that's the same issues that are going on with tons of women. I'm actually, well, I'm not going to post the pictures that I've seen, but I do encourage you to go onto this Facebook, join it if you're a Deva Curl user, and just look at some of the photos that women are posting. It is really bad. I feel horrible for some of these women because I cannot believe how much hair some people are losing. I've seen pictures where women literally have bald spots in the back of their head. Like, it's that bad. And I don't think we all are going through hormone changes, okay? We all have one thing in common, and that is the fact that we use these products. Now, I threw out all my Deva Curl products. Actually, I still have one. But the other ones I was running low on anyway. I literally had this much. So I was like, I'm just throwing them out because I will never use them again, because I truly do believe that that is what's damaging my hair, because the difference in my hair, the first wash without using a single Deva Curl product was unbelievable. Like, my hair looked and felt so much better. Now, like I said, I am still having an issue, which is going to be an ongoing issue, I'm sure, with retaining moisture. Even though my hair looks good when I first style it, it's not keeping that hydration and moisture in my hair throughout the day. I mean, it looks fine today, but it's going to be a long journey to get my hair back to what it used to be. I'm also going to post a before and after picture. That the right was when I started using Deva Curl, and the left is now. And you can clearly see the difference in my hairline. You can see that I don't have thickness on the top like I used to. That is something I've been dealing a lot with. I just feel like the crown of my head is just so flat, and it's just thin. Like, that's where a lot of my issue is coming from. So yeah, I will no longer be using their products. I truly believe that the hair loss is because of them. Now, I'm thankful in the fact that I'm like a really I don't even know like how to describe myself. Like, I'm really chill and really laid back, and although this hair loss and all of that is definitely bothering me a lot and has made me really sad, and I've almost cried a couple times, I know it's just hair, and I know it will grow back, and there's bigger issues in the world, but it is very heartbreaking that, you know, not just myself, but a lot of these women are dealing with bald spots and extreme thinning. Like, you know, we're women. Our hair is important to us, you know? And, you know, some people may say it's vain or whatever, but I do take pride in how I look. And, you know, I definitely have become self-conscious when I'm taking photos, when I'm around people, because I do notice a huge difference in my hair. And again, you guys may not, but we all see things differently on ourselves, and I know just by feeling my hair that my hair is so much thinner. I used to lose so much hair in the shower. There were days where like my hairball was like that big. That's a lot of hair to lose. And I wash my hair pretty much every 2 days. So I'm losing that much hair in every 2 days. The first wash I used without Deva Curl, my hairball was only about that big. So that goes to show me that right away, using different products was definitely beneficial to my hair. So yeah, I wanted to share this situation with you guys because, again, I know I've recommended these products. If you are using these products and you're not experiencing anything, I would just proceed with caution, because you never know. It could happen to you. And for all you know, the place where you bought them maybe hasn't gotten to the newer products yet. I'm not sure. I don't know if I don't think they've changed their formula. However, one of the girls that I was watching, her theory is that something with like the plastic is causing one of the ingredients to basically cause a bad reaction on on people. Again, she can explain it much better than I can, but I just wanted to share my experience because I will no longer be using their products. I will no longer recommend them to anybody, because I truly feel that my situation, my issues with my hair is coming from those products. Because the fact that just the first wash without Deva Curl and styling my hair felt and looked significantly better than it has in the last year and a half, just tells me that something's going on with those products. And Deva Curl has said, you know, oh, it's probably hormones, it's probably this, it's probably that, but I just don't buy it, to be honest. I really don't. I'm 25 years old. I know that, you know, at this age we do go through hair loss. However, I've seen girls on that Facebook page that I was talking about that are like moms posting their little girls that are, you know, 6, 7 years old, and they're experiencing complete loss of their curl just by using those products. So it can't be hormones on everybody. Like, it just can't. I'm sorry, it just can't. So this hairline is completely receding over here, and I had this huge sparse area that when I put my hair up, I've become really self-conscious because I have this huge area here that's just really sparse. I mean, it's just really obvious. And I've never had that before. Again, I haven't dyed my hair in 2.5 to 3 years. My ends, like from here down, are a little bit lighter just because that is still hair dye that is growing out. But this is all my natural hair color, so I'm not doing anything to damage my hair. It's gonna be a long journey to get my hair back to where it was. I'm using anything I can to make my hair grow at this point. Vitamins, collagen, hair growth oils. Like, I'm trying everything because I really want to get my hair back to where it used to be. If you're using Deva Curl and you, again, aren't experiencing any of these things, I would just maybe do your research. Obviously, it's up to you if you want to continue using them. I know they're very pricey, and that was like the one thing everyone was like, come on, like, if they're so expensive, I don't want to throw them out. But I would just do your research if you're still using them. And if you are using Deva Curl and you've experienced any of these symptoms, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I'm curious to hear, you know, your thoughts. But yeah, I will no longer be using them. I will no longer recommend them. I do not ever plan on using their products again, even if they completely reformulated. I also did want to say that I didn't realize how bad some of the products, some of the ingredients were in Deva Curl products. There's an app called Think Dirty, and it rates products, and Deva Curl is an 8 out of 10, which means there's a lot of ingredients in there that are not good for you and not good for your hair. And I had no idea. I always thought that they were good, you know, sulfate free, paraben free, but I guess there's some ingredients in there that are not good for your hair, which I had no idea. But yeah, I wanted to share this with you guys because I don't know, I just felt it was important. And yeah, I don't know. I want my old hair back. I really do. I want my old hair. This isn't me. This is not my hair. And even my mom has, you know, I kept mentioning to her, I kept mentioning to my boyfriend, like, my hair is thinning out. Like, I don't know what's going on. And, you know, my boyfriend would just be like, you don't know what you're talking about. But my mom would say, you know, the last year, like, no, yeah, your hair has definitely thinned out. What's going on? Why, you know, are these pieces not curling? Like, what's going on with your hair? And she actually uses Deva Curl as well, but she stopped. She hasn't really experienced the things that I have, which is interesting. However, she doesn't always use Deva Curl. I know she's used different shampoos and stuff, and conditioners throughout the year. And I mean, she does have sparse areas on her head, but she thinks that it's from her age because, you know, she's in her mid-50s. So I don't know. I just wanted to share my experience because there's just so many girls that are dealing with the same symptoms as me, and I just find it way too... It's just weird, you know, the whole thing is just really weird. So let me know your thoughts down below. Again, I hate bashing a company, and I do want to say that I don't think Deva Curl would ever do this intentionally. I don't think they had malicious intent and thought, we're going to create products that cause people's hair to fall out and cause them to be extremely uncomfortable and have a flaky scalp. Like, I don't think that was their intention whatsoever, and I don't want it to come off like I do. I just feel maybe that the testing wasn't long enough. Maybe they didn't test the product long enough. Maybe there's some sort of reaction going on with, you know, how they're being stored and heat and all of that. Like, obviously there's something going on. Again, I don't think they're doing it maliciously, but I do think that they need to address this because way too many of their customers are dealing with some really bad symptoms from their products. And whether they believe that it's from their products or not, they need to do something. They need to address it. They need to recall their products to see what's going on and really test them, or their whole brand is going to go down the tubes. Like, you need to address something like that if thousands of people are coming forward saying your products are ruining my hair. Like, some of the girls on that Facebook page literally have only been using the products for 2 months, and in 2 months the difference of their hair is literally mind-blowing. Like, their hair was beautiful, curly, full, and in 2 months their hair is limp. It is extremely dry and knotted, and they've literally lost all their curl. Like, it's just way too weird. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I mean, I'm sorry it's like just me ranting and talking about this whole situation, but it is really frustrating and I am like really annoyed about it. But again, let me know your thoughts down below, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next videos. And I do want to kind of share my hair journey and see if we can get my hair back to how it used to be. And if I come across any amazing products along the way, I'll definitely let you guys know. But I'm going to be very careful on the products I recommend for hair now, because look what happened with Deva Curl. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.